Hello everyone, it's Eltinho here again, and today I'm going to talk about the menace and wild. I was going to talk about it earlier, but since this weekend it was a extended holiday in Brazil, I took some days off to rent a shack by a river, go to a waterfall. So when I came back from this little vacation, Wild has gone to hell. Yeah, the meta was all screwed up because of Stealer of Souls. What the hell is happening to Wild? Well, if you don't know already, there's a yeah, you know already. There's a this combo. There's this new card, Stealer of Souls, that when you draw a card, it replaces the mana cost by life. And when you plot twist after you play this, you replace your whole hand with new cards that will cost life. Then you cast something that make you immune, like Malganius or Violet Illusionist, and then you combo whole deck for free. And this is very toxic pattern. The meta is all screwed up because of this. And you might see some people saying this deck is beatable. It is beatable, especially by aggro, and decks like Secret Mage are farming it. But what do we have here is a quest rogue situation. If you don't know, when the Cavern Belows, the rogue quest, the first rogue quest back in Ungoro, was in standard, it was the ultimate control counter. Slower decks couldn't compete with the quest rogue deck, and it was defeated by aggro decks. So when people remember about this, they remember the chokehold quest rogue had on the meta. But if you take the data from then, it was just above 50% win rate. It wasn't an oppressive deck in the meta. The thing is, it should weigh so many other decks that couldn't compete, that the meta become quite reduced, and that's what we're seeing right now in Wild. Many decks just can't compete with Stealer of Souls decks. So what should Blizzard do? Well, I want to go back a few years before that and talk a little about Magic the Gathering. I've started playing with Magic the Gathering, and if you don't know, Magic the Gathering is the granddaddy of card games. It was the first one that was a huge hit. It is played physical cards, then it was ported to digital platforms. I still play was playing before the pandemics hit. And there's one thing just straight from the beginning of Magic back in 1993. You see, just to add some context, Hearthstone has a lot similar to Magic. You have creatures or minions, you have spells, and you have to pay mana for those cards, and you have to make your opponent dead. Magic is 20 life and Hearthstone is 30. But there are many similarities between both games that you can apply from one to another. So that's a reason you see many Magic players doing well in Hearthstone. And there's one thing since the beginning you can use besides mana. You have your life as a resource, and Magic made very clear in old cards that you have damage prevention and you have life costs. When you're paying a life cost, damage prevention will not work to prevent that life loss. So you see in many old cards, you see when they have life cost, it had a clause that said damage prevention cannot be used to prevent this loss of life. Later it was just included in the rules, so you do not need that reminder anymore. But it was a thing that was very clear from the beginning. So when you're paying life for a cost, it cannot be prevented. So that's what I think they should do to fix this, the problem they have made with this Stealer of Souls. See, if you have a Mal'Ganis or Illusionist out, you shouldn't be able to pay lives even if you're immune, because it's not you're immune to damage. Okay, so if a thing is going to damage you, you are immune. Okay, but cost of life you are paying, so it should pay that life even if you're immune. So that's an answer that I think that should cover the problem in wild and wouldn't hurt standard, since standard we don't have so this those immune effects that could lead to blowouts like you see in wild. So this is my take. I think this should bring the deck down. It's it will see some kind of nerf, even if it's not the above 50% win rate. I have seen many good players saying, "Oh, it's not that bad," but if you look at how it warps the meta, something should be done about it. So my take is that they should not nerf any specific cards, but just change the rules that the payment of mana as life should not be affected by immune effects. So if you life tap, okay, because life tap says after the other card it deals damage. You are not swapping a cost, but things like the Stealer or Cho'Gall and other cards that change mana for life cost, those should be effects. I think being immune should not be a free reign for you to spend cards for free. Yeah, that's my take, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And keep mergling, my friends.